Okay, so here we are. We're with all the NatoPotato sets. I think I saw you play once before. Unfortunately, I don't remember. This will be first to me. But we do got Wisdom in the chat, and we do have Deck on Belmont, and he is the resident expert on all things with this matchup. So we'll see what he has to say. Alrighty, you have a much better neutral than basically every duck hunt I was playing before. Which is, well, that's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, generally speaking, from what I understand, you don't really ever want to go for rolls in this matchup at ledge, just because, like, you know, the more mobile you can be, the much better it is going to be for yourself. Yeah, an X isn't the worst thing in the world to get hit by. Especially when you're low. That's why you don't want to go for roll. There we go. Yeah, be very wary about throwing out clay pigeons too. That's going to leave you so open to punish. Yeah, well, honestly, if he's doing down air to the ground and you have a gunman set up, be ready for the gunman follow-up. Okay, that was... Could have done a lot more off of that, but... I mean, at least you got the grab. Alright, a little bit early on that detonation. Okay, really good patience there. Good coverage with that fair as well. Yeah, like, if you can keep Belmonts from landing and, like, setting up with, like, your clay pigeons or gunmans at the proper times, it's so hard for him to get anything started. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, it looked like he messed up a buffer there. Okay, yeah, very good bait out with that clay pigeon. Also, I do like that you're going for those down tilts, just because if he hits any button, you're just gonna duck under his attack, and there's not too much you can do about that. Yeah, be a little bit more careful about how you're coming down. Yeah, you also got to make sure when he's throwing out crosses a lot, you can't get caught up in your projectiles because it will just rip through everything. Like, all of, like, the movement that you're doing before was so much better to countering all of his work that he was doing. But then you got way too focused on just throwing out clay pigeons and cans. Yeah, I know. What Wisdom said about reacting to them. Yeah, I know. You just can't. You cannot be spamming the clay pigeon. But you know what? What Wisdom said about the holy waters, very true. Huh. I mean, if you just went to this just purely to mess with his recovery, I can respect it. Also, yeah, he has to cross specifically from the center stage too, so in that respect, it's good. Oh, man, do I hate playing on the stage. That was a really good setup. Okay, good that you were just patient there. But I just realized he wanted to go here. Really? Huh. You have to remember, if he does misbase that F tilt, it's not safe on shield. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta be really careful with those rolls. Because, like, you're just doing it at the absolute worst times. Like, it's so easy for him to react to it. Oh, yeah, he's not even doing good axes, too. Honestly, being able to stale out the can with, stale out the axe with can is so good. Yeah, axe and neutrals, they'll always give you the meme. Yeah, so honestly, like there, if you just were playing a little bit more mobile again, you'd be good. But every single time he took your stock, he took it really early, and he took it off of you because you rolled at the ledge, and that was mostly it. You just really need to be watching what exactly he's doing at the. You need to watch exactly what he's doing at the ledge to try and catch you. If you do that, you won't die there nearly as often. That's good. Yeah, that was really the biggest thing there. Honestly, there wasn't too much to comment on at center stage. Like, I felt like when you were there for the most part, you're doing all right, but he really just tore you apart at the ledge. Okay, we got your issues, Pick Wisdom. Yeah, don't try to land directly on top of him, too. Belmont's super bad at dealing with the diagonal, but he can deal directly above him. Okay, yeah, good catch there. Ah, it's too bad you weren't in position. Yeah, you can't get greedy with those F smashes. At that point, like when he went for that one F tilt, you could have just nared. Yeah, that was a good catch by him. Honestly, I know off of certain one of those axes hitting, he can actually combo that into an F smash. Oh no! And honestly, if you detonated the clay pigeon, you would have punished him, and you just guessed it there. And you're respecting him way too much. Okay. Oh no. Too late. You gotta remember that he can just rip through your projectiles with cross, so you always need to keep that in mind. Like, you cannot just be right next to him and throw out a gunman. The gunman's only good to throw out in this matchup if you've already hit him and set up an advantage. Like, if he needs to land, Gunman's very good. If he doesn't, there's kind of not a reason to go for them. Unless Cross is already out. If Cross isn't out, then... If Cross is out, then that's a different story. It should be a Reflector. That'd be great. Does Nair cancel those tilts? Nair has a very hard time canceling tilts. You know what Nair hitbox looks like. If you could always aim for the strong hit, that'd be one thing. But just because our Nair hitboxes are those like little paws, it's not gonna work. Yeah, my roommate's trying to work on the surround sound system that we have in our living room. But yeah, this is the reason why it is not gonna clink out with hitbox as well. So don't even bother. Yeah. So let me just bring you to a brief Belmont concept real quick. Because this is important for knowing for, like, at least landing against them. So, the Belmonts themselves do not have a very good hitbox to cover diagonally in front of them. If they hit you with 4 tilts, -7 /-8 on shield. So, very good if it does hit, but, like, if you're right next to them, then it's technically not safe. This is the best hitbox that they have to cover this diagonal area. Like, without this, this is the closest they get. This whole area here, like coming in diagonally, they do not have a single hitbox that covers that. Because like F tilt, like that's still above them. Forward smash will only cover in front of them. Up smash is only straight up. Down smash is only down and around them. You know, that's what that looks like. And then if you look at their aerials, you know, Nair's kind of weird. Does somewhat protect them. But it's not really that good of a just get off me tool or something like that. And then Up smash is big, but it's just vertical. It's like Baltana's in a way, except narrower. And then also like with Fair and Nair, they have Fair and Bear, they need to aim it. And still, like, that's just horizontal. Like, this is the most that they can do diagonally. And at that point, they're already in the air. So it's like, really, they do have a pretty big blind zone. If this is Belmont... Where's my... Yeah, like, if this is them, they cannot cover, like, this horizontal range too well. So that's kind of, like, the main thing that you really need to exploit against them. Other thing to look at too is like down air, their foot does stick out. So you can actually just anti-air them. So that's the initial spike hit, so you can hit that. And then this is the lingering hit. You can still hit it. So don't be afraid to anti-air that. Okay. Yeah, but generally speaking, you want to go for can first. You don't really want to go for the gunman. And also make sure you're staying mobile when you're throwing out your can. You do not want to be throwing out can on the ground. Going for hard reads there. The other thing you need to remember, too, is if you get Belmont off stage, that's all that's required. Belmont spawns at death % every single stock. Like, your only goal is to get him to the ledge. Once he's there, you know you can kill him instantly. Okay. Okay, you got a pretty good ledge setup going right now. Yeah, like once you went for that downside, you just had to hold shield. Okay. Yeah, that one you couldn't have fast fall. Oh, yeah, you should have seen that axe coming there. Oh no, just Nair. Just fall down with Nair. Lingering moves are your best friend against edge guarding him. What are we saying? Yeah, no, Axa neutral's very bad. Oh, no. You want to keep up the pressure in those instances. Like, you do not want Belmonts to reset cross at any, like, pretty much at all costs necessary. Because, like, if they reset cross, then they can just do whatever they want to your projectiles, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Oh, yeah. You need to be a little bit more patient on your shield, too. Yeah, you already burned your air dodge too. Okay, good setup. Oh man, you were so close to covering it. It's normally just better to cover like all platforms with just like up air. Yeah, you gotta remember he's got that up air. Okay. Yeah, if you're unsure, just go for an air. Oh, you still killed him. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You can't actually hit cross with fairs. I forgot that. Yeah, you can also just hit cross-ups very easily with up B out of shield. So as long as you space against it, then he can't actually punish you. Okay. And remember, he can't land in that position. Yeah, he should have probably just gone for the up air there. Yeah, I like to see that you're actually jumping from the ledge now. Ah, the can actually did save you, but you didn't take full advantage of it. Yeah, I got you there. Yeah, no, if he has DI up, they at least have to hard call it out for their best punishes. Okay. Oh, this was recorded late. But as you can see, like you can, if he's just spamming F tilt, you can just kind of jump over it and punish him. Yeah, that was a decent call out. Oh no, you didn't F tilt. I thought that's what you were setting up. Also, yeah, don't be afraid to go off stage and nair him. Because, like, lingering nair, like, absolutely kills Belmonts. Like, there, if you decided to nair right at the ledge, he would have died. To see, no, you fall down with nair. You don't go down and jump with it. And that's why you don't go for gunmen. You do can. Because unfortunately in this matchup, the gunman wall doesn't do too much. Oh man, you didn't punish him with can. That can explosion would have killed him. But now because he was on the ground, it didn't. No, you could have just F-tilted him. You're making your job too hard. And look at all that percent you just took. See, okay, though, that's a good use of roll there, because you waited for the axe specifically to come out. Yeah, no, definitely it requires practice. Okay. Yeah, I would blame Wi-Fi on that one. Careful there. Also make sure you're DIing that down. Kind of unfortunately shot the can there. Okay, good zoning out with that. Yeah, and once you start like forcing him to throw out axes to deal with can, then you can just use that to your advantage to just like come in and approach. Okay, down air. Oh, you could have just nared. Just nair. Make your job easy. Come down with the nair and tap him, and he is done. Also, just be a little bit more patient when recovering against the axes, too. If you do that, then you'll be able to just, like, live. And you can also watch their trajectory, too. Yeah, remember, go for the option that's not going to get you killed. Jump, and then, like, just kind of avoid their fair and bear, then you're fine. Once again, those loud noises that you're hearing, we're testing out our speakers. Oh, you got the drag down too. The other thing too you want to remember is shielding in front of the gunman will bounce the cross back, and then your gunman will be able to shoot. So generally speaking, it will hit the cross, but it still leaves more pressure on them. Oof, he called you out. See, like, now that was a moment that you could have actually gotten, like, a little up air string there. Oh, no, like there. If you just waited. He was memeing on you. Yeah, like there you could just be approaching so much more. Like, you need to get used to going in against Axe. Especially if he's using it like that. Okay, just don't go up and just go for the raw smash attacks too. That leaves you so wide open. Remember, you can be super, super safe about this, and all you need to do is just tap him off stage. Like, you're just not exploiting the fact that this character cannot recover in any capacity at all as long as you go off stage and decide to touch him. Because because you're not exploiting that fact, he actually becomes a character at that point. Because when you do exploit that, then he's half a character. Oh, that was a very good down tilt. Ah, that's just unfortunate. Oh, you see, like right there, you could have pinged your can to interrupt that holy water. Because, like, his foot was standing right on it. So the reticle shot would have brought him in. You got to be careful with your can-outs. At least that one did give you a more favorable angle. Yeah, like F smash there, that wouldn't have killed him. So not really worth going there. And that's the other reason why you want to at least short hop through with your can. And again, cross is just going to rip right through Gunman. Okay, good catch. And there, you could have just like up aired or something. Okay, now that was an up smash if I've ever seen one. You could even actually like run up and F smash him, I think, at that point. You didn't DI that. But yeah, no, I mean, as long as you're just like paying attention for those openings, like you will find all these moments to just like go in and get those kills. Yeah, no, it's just his recovery's terrible. That's literally like the one thing that's the thing that keeps him inconsistent. If he had a consistent recovery, this character would be a lot better. But because he doesn't, it makes him super inconsistent. Truth be told, that's what makes Mac inconsistent. It's just that he doesn't have his recovery. Let me see. Yeah, you got to run in against the axe. That was like your biggest issue because he gave you so many openings. Not punishing those smash attacks properly too. Then stay. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize his downward acceleration was that bad. But yeah, so. You know, I'm happy you were proactive and you decided to get to grind against Belmonts before all this stream stuff happened. And at least I got to see some of the improvements here. Like you were at least handling the ledge better. You were watching the projectiles, which that was one thing that we had to make note of. Your bigger thing is like your boxing isn't too good. You're not too good against like the forward tilt still. So down tilts, and just remember like just being in that range where you're right outside, you can just jump over and come in with a fair is another one. Also know that you can hit away cross with your own aerials as well. That's super important. The other thing too is you're not bad at catching the holy water, but just know what to do with it afterwards. That's something to work on. Yeah, just one thing to do when you're fighting the Belmonts, practice just naring. Just jump off and nair. And it should be very straightforward what I'm saying, but just in case. Like if you do this, Belmont's dead at 20%, and there is nothing that character can do against that. The only thing that can happen sometimes is like he gets that weird angle where he like zips up and gets past your nair. But it's like either you might take some damage or he dies. That's the reality of the situation. There's not much he does. And then like especially if you have a wall like this, like if you're fighting him on Yoshi's or something like that, this just means he's completely dead. Like there's not a single chance that he has to live that. But without it, half a character. If you don't abuse that, he becomes a complete character because he has recovery at that point. Because his whip goes super far. It's really, really far. But once you hit him, he loses it. So is there any other questions that you had? I know Wisdom will be able to answer more of them back in the Discord and all that. But I do believe you are the last. Yeah, no one's tagging me on Twitter or anything. So you are actually the last. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you were the final one. So that'll wrap it up.